Oh, okay.
Okay, we're gonna, our method for doing powder coating. We already preheated the bullets. There's 50 here. Put them on top. They're a little warm. Put them in there, let them cool off. You can preheat that bunch. On top of the oven works. The container is a 64 ounce polypropylene container. I've got it full of, you see the beads, BBs, which are airsoft BBs. The black ones are polypropylene. Pick two of the colors I like the most. I'll put just a little bit of powder in. A little more. Take the bullets where you can hold them and they're not too hot, so they won't melt as soon as you put them in. So dump them in. You gotta shake them 3 minutes, more or less. I'm gonna pause that. Start it. We're about 3 minutes worth. That's how they look. I'll take my screen and just dump it. Shake off a little bit. Ammo tray from the gloves, get a little bit of powder dust on them. Oop. Glasses on. And I'm only doing 50 at a time just for the video. So, because it can show doing 2 different colors. Okay, we got 51. So much for my counting. Piece of sheet metal, I had it flipped over, put a little bend on it, cover it, flip it over. This is covered in aluminum foil just to keep it from sticking. Just a plate I made. I prefer parchment paper. Take this. Oh, that didn't work. My bolt's flipped over. Flip it over. Set it down. Pull that out. Get it where you want. And they're stuck. Alright, now what we're going to do, one spare bullet, add that right there, and put these, get all your BBs back down about where you want them, dump them in. I use cardboard. I'm going to get all the powder, put it right back in the container. I use an air nozzle. Can you get this over here? Look at this. Oop. Covering tray. Soda. Alright. Watch your face so don't blow on you. And I'll just clean out the tube. Clean out the my drill. Look inside. Oh, most of the powder's gone. I left a little bit. Okay. Oh, these bullets are probably hot. These are hot. I put the bullets from a hot tray to a cold tray, just so I can handle them. Okay. Now you know I blow it off. I still give a quick wipe on the cardboard in case there's any residual powder so it doesn't mix. Pick another color. Don't want to mix the pink and the green. Light green. Right there. That's the green. See? Man, where's my lid? Make sure the lid's all the way down. It does fly off. And change the 3 minutes. Yeah. This is a little bit longer, 3 minutes. Not bad. And then take off a little bit of the excess, and then do the same thing. Just pick them up. Oh, a little powder on the fingers. Dog's putting her 2 cents in worth. In case anybody's asking, we're putting the nose down, just so it sits on the base. With the parchment paper, which I prefer over the matte and the aluminum foil, it does not stick to the base, and the base usually stays coated well, even though all these are actually made for gas checks. Now look, I count it right. This one's kind of long. Put the flipper on, flip it over on the pan, pull it, set it where you want. You can turn them any which way you want, and they're set. Now these are cup points, small deep hollow points, and penta points. All right, top off. Get the little BBs all back in there. Powder back where it belongs. Give everything a quick while here. We'll go ahead and we'll set this a little bit under 18 minutes. Look at the clock. So I'm going to put these in just for 18 minutes. Got the pan. I have the temperature set at 400 degrees with a PID controller. It does drop a bit when you put them in. All right. We'll blow everything off. These are warm. Probably good enough. Now we're going to do a set without the BBs. We're just going to dump on a tray and put it right in the oven on a tray. No BBs. I got another container that we use just for that. I'll use Signal Blue. These are 147 grain 9mm MP mold. They're fat 9mm. We can load in 38, or they size down real easy for 9mm. A little warm. This bowl I keep cold, leave out on the table. Helps cool them down a little bit quicker. Ah, wait a minute. Well, it looks like we got some 124. These are MP molds, 124 hollow point, little small pentas. I guess I got a bunch mixed up. But it's all good. They're all 9mm. I'll change them later. And we don't have BBs in this because we're just dumping them on a tray. Take for 3 minutes. We started? Alright. This was Signal Blue. This we usually just put them on here, shake the excess off. I don't know if Casey or Marty started this. We're still trying to play catch up with Gregor. I'm gonna try speckling this again. Gregor says he uses wipe that off, a darker color. I've done 2 different whites with the blue. So what we're going to do, I have, it's called Extra Frost White. I got no idea, I've never used it. It's really white. Now, I don't know if this is the way Gregor does it or not. I know he does it with BBs. We're going to put just a little bit in there. And we shook those probably about 4 or 5 minutes. A little bit longer to put a heavier paint on. That's for sure. We can do a little bit. Just do a little bit more on them. I don't know if those are going to speckle or not. Of course, now this is mixed, so not so good. We'll just dump it. Cover up my powders before it blows stuff all over the place. Oops. Try not to breathe this. I don't know if it's toxic or not, but probably not good for you. Now these are food grade. They have, I don't know if you can see it, PP number 5, which is polypropylene. They're supposed to do a little bit better on static, which static's what creates the powder to stick to the bullets. The other thing is, I don't know if you can see it, I need, one good thing about paper is nothing sticks to it. I had made this one when I was spraying 4570 bullets. They fit down in there pretty good. I put aluminum foil on them, push them through. I actually, when I put the legs on here, you know, drilled and tapped it. I added a grounding rod to my powder coat gun. Actually has where you ground the plate. So, and it, with the bigger bullets, you can lay it flat. Doesn't affect it. I don't know if I've got any 4570s up here. Oh, these are 44s. I think they're too big. Well, anyway, that's basically how you would set those in. Like this with aluminum foil on top of them. You just push it through, and you would spray it. That way you're getting a base, and then I usually clump them all together after I cook them, and then just dust the tops with the same color, different color, whatever. Bought another plate to make another flat one. The one in there is flat. Pretty easy to make. Now I started with the plates because the first trays was affecting where my probe is, the oven. And I think I was overheating the bullets, so this holds them up a little bit away from the probe, even though it gets it closer to the top element. It seems to be more even, and I think that's why I only do 17, 18 minutes on most of the bullets, because they cook pretty good, except for black. Every time I put black in, it melts. It could just be a bad powder. Now these, we're just going to throw in there like that. This usually, if you want to do a bigger batch, don't really care if they stick a little bit here and there for quantity. So when I start doing them into my full-size oven, I can get a couple bigger baskets. So I actually ordered 2 more of these. They're reinforced. They actually hold a good bit of weight. I put the web page on where this is from Walmart. That's actually how I picked up my oven. I was walking through, saw this, and said, well, that's what I need. I walked around and I found which oven it would fit in. That's how I picked that oven. Somebody asked me, you know, why I picked that style. Because it fit that tray. Nothing special. Well, that's it for right now. Let's go ahead and hit pause. Are we good? All right. I use the blue nitrile gloves. The white gloves with the white talcum powder don't seem to work as good. Big fan of welding gloves so you don't burn your hands. All right. Pull these out. Put them down. That just stick right in the oven. Temperature drop, not too bad. Now, these, if you look, even when they're hot, they don't stick. A little gooey, but just let them cool off. This paper has, I used this over the weekend. I think I've got 4. This is the 4th cook, I think. Pretty sure. This one only had 1. That was just the only one I did of the 500s. This has done a few different batches of the 9mm. What we'll do is we'll put that on pause, let that cook. I keep a clock in the shop so I can watch everything. The blue on these were actually shaking a little bit. I shook them for about 5 minutes just because waiting on time. Pause.